Now with Terry Minix, head coach of the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats, coming into this big rivalry matchup. And while the records aren't as good as they have been in the past, this is still Oregon Davis and Triton, and we expect there's going to be a pretty good ball game. Huh?
Most definitely. I mean, anytime these two get together, it's just one of them things. Triton's won a few state championships, and it's one of them things. We're in the sectional together, and and the kids know each other. So, it's going to be a battle. No matter what the records are.
Well, the question is, of course, the injury situation with your team. What's that going to do to you?
Well, you say it over and over. Next girl up or next man or woman up. That's what we got to do. Our only issue, we're running out of women to put up, because tonight we have 7 girls dressed that's able to dress, and really, realistically, 6 probably should only be dressing because the other one doesn't feel well. So we had a real issue with the flu bug, and then obviously losing Jami Hurford for the year is a big hit for us. We've got to get over that, and hopefully some of these other kids can, fill in them spots that, Jami was probably our best outside shooter, and she, somebody's got to step up and be able to take them shots that, that she would have been taking.
No chance that Jami will be back this year then?
I'm never going to say no, but, and everything I've heard from her mother, coming from the doctor, I would say no. It's sad for a senior, but, miracles do happen. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I hope so for her sake, because she's such a good kid.
What's the biggest key for tonight's game for your team? Keeping 5 players on the floor?
5 players, whether it's foul problems or somebody running off getting sick. So it's going to be a interesting game tonight. I mean, we're not going to change what we do, Harold. I mean, it's just, I don't know if they know any different. If we went back and tried to set back in a 2-3 zone, they would probably be just looking to each other. So you're not going to see that. We're going to keep doing what we always do, and we'll see what happens. If it works, it works. If not, hopefully get a few more players back tomorrow.
Good luck against the Trojans.
Thank you, Harold. Appreciate it.
It's Terry Minix, head coach of the Cats. Back with more in a moment.
Time now for the keys to the game, sponsored by Canby Chevy and Knox. Once again, here's Harold Welter.
And we're just minutes away from getting this one underway. And the key to the game tonight for the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats is to stay out of foul trouble with only 7 players.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's the most obvious key to the game, I would say, as well. If they get that one starter into foul trouble, that's going to completely change the complexion of the entire ball game. For Triton, you got to put the foot on the gas early, I think. I think you need to get this Oregon Davis team back on their heels. With them being short-handed, you want to kind of have them in shock mode, I think, early on in the ball game. If you're able to do that, things are going to be a lot easier for you come the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Those are the keys to the game, brought to you by Kandis. And we'll be back with the starting lineups after this timeout.
It's time now for the Financial Partners starting lineup.
First of all, for the Triton Lady Trojans of Coach Adam Heckaman, in his 10th year, he's won 114 and lost 104. He'll have Chelsea Johnson, a junior, number 40, Hannah Wanemacher, a senior, number 12, Jaela Faulkner, a freshman, number 4, and number 22, Nicole Sechrist, a senior, number 22, and number 14, Whytnie Miller, a sophomore.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for the visitors of the scoreboard, the Triton Lady Trojans. And a guard, 5'5" freshman, wearing number 4, Jaela Faulkner. And a guard, 5'18", wearing number 12, Hannah Wanemacher. And a guard, 5'7", sophomore, wearing number 14, Whytnie Miller. And a forward, 5'10" senior, wearing number 22, Nicole Sechrist. And a center, 6' junior, wearing number 40, Chelsea Johnson. The Lady Trojans are coached by Adam Heckaman. Okay, Bobcat fans, on your feet, let's make some noise. And now, for your home team on the scoreboard, the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. At a guard, a 5'7" freshman, wearing number 41, Mercedes Rhodes. 4'11" southpaw wearing number 21, Katelyn Sauer. At a guard, 5'6" southpaw wearing number 45, Sydney Williams. At center, 6' southpaw wearing number 45, Jayden Worthington. And a senior guard, 5'5", wearing number 35, Kandis Sauer. Lady Cats are coached by Mr. Terry Minix. The officials are Jacob Escott, Rick Odell, and Jeremy Butler.
For the Oregon-Davis Lady Bobcats of Coach Terry Minix, you'll have Sauer, Rhodes, Williams, and Worthington. And the two teams are out on the court. Cats in their home white uniforms with the black and red trim. Cats written in red letters trimmed in black across the front of those white jerseys. Triton in their traveling blue uniforms with the gold and white trim. And Triton written in gold letters across the front of those blue jerseys. And the tip is controlled by the Lady Cats. And the tip brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Wanemacher. And
right out of the blocks, Jayden Worthington gets the ball in the post. She's able to score with the left hand and gets OD on the board early.
Well, that's what the Cats need to do, and a whistle and a foul is going to be
that's going to be a hand check against Oregon Davis. That's going to go on Katelyn Sauer, her first team foul against Oregon Davis. And right now, OD is doing exactly what we thought they were going to do. They're trying to force the issue here early on, really create this up-tempo early in the ball game.
Here comes Triton on the attack. Quickly across the timeline comes Sechrist. Double teamed over there. The ball is kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a nice job defensively by Sydney Williams getting over there and cutting off the sideline. The ball ended up bouncing off her foot, so Triton gets the ball out of bounds across the way.
Faulkner will inbound it and gets the return pass. They try to trap her a little bit over there in the far corner.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Triton on the left side right now.
They reverse it back to the right side. It comes to Wanemacher. Now they bring it back on the left side. Going to Whytnie Miller. Now to the high post for the turnaround shot that is up, in, out, no good. Won't go down there for Whytnie Miller, and here come the Cats. Pass to the baseline.
Oh, nice.
Up and good. And again, Worthington on the score.
Yeah, she goes up strong-headed. Defender right on her. I mean, took her up to the rim along with her. Gets her second field goal.
And here come the Trojans on the attack at the other end. Shot is up. Travel is going to be the call. Great retreating defense there by the Lady Cats.
Yeah, Chelsea Johnson got the ball in the post and did a nice job of creating position for herself, but she hesitated a little bit. That's why she shuffled her feet.
Here comes Katelyn Sauer with it. Goes off on the right side now to Williams. Back to Sauer in the backcourt. Or rather, check that to Rhodes. Now it comes to Sauer left backcourt. Oh, alley-oop pass to the baseline. They throw it away.
Yeah, looking for the backdoor screen there was executed perfectly for Williams, but the pass was just a little bit too high, so an unforced turnover against the Oregon Davis Lady Cats.
I can't even describe the mismatches on the floor there that's in favor of Triton as far as height is concerned.
Well, this is where you really have to use your overall team speed, which Oregon Davis has plenty of.
And here is a drive to the baseline right. Into the lane. They kick it out left side for the outside shot that will not go down. The rebound shot won't go, but the second rebound shot is up and good by Wanemacher.
Yeah, she got 2 offensive rebounds on that one possession, was able to get her first bucket of the game.
4-2 ball game in favor of the Lady Cats.
1-2-2 zone here by Triton.
Rhodes skip pass to the near side. Here is the three. Nice. That is good.
Yeah, and a well-executed play there as Katelyn Sauer knocks down her first three. Again, Sydney Williams with a nice hustle play there, setting a solid screen.
The 28th three of the year for Sauer. Here comes Triton the other way. Fires a shot off the glass. Up and a good. Goes down for Whytnie Miller.
Yeah, great job in transition. No hesitation. She used the backboard perfectly.
Into the corner it goes. Williams to the baseline.
Nice move.
Shot up, no good. Ball knocked away, taken away by Triton going the other way. Oh, double dribble.
Yeah, and that was Whytnie Miller getting the ball in transition. Just her mind got going a little bit quicker than what her body was doing, and ends up turning it over.
I think Triton's making a mistake pushing the ball like.
Well, no, trying to get some transition points there when you have the numbers, that's a good idea. Just, it's that still beginning of the game adrenaline kind of takes over every now and then.
Here's a pass into the corner. Rhodes, it goes to the baseline. Worthington backing in, puts it up, no good, and a foul is going to be called. Katelyn Sauer, or rather Kandis Sauer, going over the back.
Yeah, trying to get that rebound. Triton doing a nice job overall as a team of boxing out, and that foul is going to be Sauer's first. Team Sauer, though, Katelyn and Kandis both with one foul apiece.
Long pass up court, and the Cats almost take it away, and they do. Actually, it gets knocked out of bounds by Nicole Sechrist, who went down on the floor and couldn't control it.
Yeah, it looked like some feet got tangled up there, so that ends up being another turnover against Triton.
But that was a turnover caused by the hustle of Oregon Davis. Here is Katelyn Sauer, far side. Williams with an NBA three. Won't go down, and the rebound is going to come out of there to Faulkner for Triton. Full court press by the Cats, but Triton beats it to the other end and scores.
Yeah, great hustle. That was Whytnie Miller getting her second field goal of the first quarter.
Williams the other way it goes. Here is Katelyn Sauer's three. No good. A rebound to Rhodes
nice
and a
board.
crowd. Pulls it back out front. Here is Kandis Sauer. Her three won't go down, and it goes out of bounds to Triton. 7-6. Oregon Davis lead.
Yeah, neither team really feels like they have control of the game here in the first quarter as of yet. The score really does kind of tell the story with 4:28 left to go in the first quarter.
Faulkner will inbound it. Long pass up court. Goes to Miller. Drives the hoop.
Nice.
Dumps it off underneath for the shot that is up and good.
Yeah, a great job making that extra pass as Chelsea Johnson's able to get her first field goal of the ball game and give Triton an 8-7 lead.
Their first lead of the night, and a whistle and a foul at the baseline.
Yeah, both teams look like they're trying to get the ball into the post and trying to get some easy buckets, and the foul that time is called on Nicole Sechrist, her first team foul against Triton.
So,
and Reece Danford is going to be checking in for the first time for Oregon Davis.
Inbounds pass to Sauer into the corner. Katelyn Sauer, her shot won't go. Rebound to Rhodes, and she loses the handle out of bounds.
So another turnover against Oregon Davis with 4:06 left to go in the first quarter. And I'll tell you what, those turnovers are going to get magnified later in the ball game.
And here's the ball knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Rhodes doing a nice job pinning the ball over there in the corner. She ends up getting the deflection. Triton maintains possession.
And here is the inbounds pass. Miller pushing it across the timeline. Holds it up, looks inside, kicks it outside for the three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound comes out of there to Kandis Sauer, pushing it the other way for the Cats. Holds it up now, gives it off to Rhodes, reverses it left side. Katie fakes the three. They reverse it right side from the corner. Shot won't go.
Nice box out.
Yeah.
That was Sechrist getting the box out and the rebound.
And here's a steal, though. Rhodes comes up with it. Bounce pass underneath. Shot up. No good. Rebound comes out of there to Triton. Long pass up court to Miller out in front of the pack. Shot is up and good.
Wow, and a tough layup there for Whytnie Miller. Had a defender right on her hip and was kind of awkward going up, but she got it to spin in.
Rhodes into the corner. Here's Katelyn Sauer with a three. Won't go down. A rebound comes out of there to Triton again.
Yeah, that was Faulkner with the great box out that time.
She brings it across the timeline on the dribble. Right side, takes it to the hoop, puts it up. No good. A rebound is going to come out of there to Kandis Sauer. Quickly across the timeline, Katelyn Sauer on the left side. Back out front. It's going to go to Danford. Back to Sauer, back to Sauer, back to Sauer. Here as it goes, high post to Rhodes, a scramble for the basketball. Who's got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the floor after that one. And it'll go to Triton.
Every now and then, play-by-play can be really easy when it's Sauer, back to Sauer, back to Sauer, back to Sauer. That's a heck of a possession for us.
10-7 ball game. In favor of Triton. Ball knocked away. A scramble for it. Triton comes up with it. And a whistle. And Triton's going to call timeout. Just a ball possession timeout right there. Let's pause for this 30-second timeout. Has the volatility in the stock market in recent weeks made you nervous about your retirement income? If so, you need to know that there are investment vehicles available to help you achieve your financial goals. I'm Harold Welter, and at Financial Partners, we've been helping our clients manage market risk for over 40 years. If you're concerned about your retirement income plan, call Financial Partners at 772-2300 or stop in at 1001 South Roosevelt Road in Knox, and let's talk about your financial future.
Securities offered through Sigma Financial Corporation, member FINRA, SIPC. Financial Partners is independent of Sigma Financial Corporation.
Osborne Advantage Real Estate in North Judson is a proud supporter of high school sports. They can handle all of your real estate transactions, whether you're buying or selling. Get the advantage of Osborne Advantage Real Estate. Call them at 896-2567. Okay, here comes Triton against that full court pressure of Oregon Davis. The inbounds pass goes to Sechrist. Cross-court pass now to Miller. Across the timeline, she gives it up now to Faulkner. In the right backcourt to Sechrist. Faulkner way outside. They reverse it. Left side for the three-point attempt. That is no good. Rebound comes off long. A scramble for it. Triton comes up with it. Shot from the free throw line. Off the iron. No good. Rebound to Rhodes for Oregon Davis.
That's her third rebound of the first quarter.
Across the timeline comes the freshman on the dribble. Behind the back dribble. Feeds it into the lane. Here's a shot on the glass.
Nice.
Good and one.
Great strong take there by Jayden Worthington, getting her 6 points of the ball game. Going up strong. She anticipated the contact, and now she's going to have a chance at a three-point play as that foul was called on Chelsea Johnson, her first, and the third team foul against Triton.
Jayden, a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Right-handed shooter, eyes it, flies it, and can't get it. A rebound comes out of there to Triton. It off was Johnson. And here we go. This is Miller. Wings it off on the left side. Ball knocked out of bounds. And almost a pick there by Jayden Worthington.
Yeah, good anticipation that time. And anytime you can get a deflection, that disrupts the flow of the opponent's offense. So a nice defensive effort there.
10-9 ball game. And Miller gets the return pass, or check that. Faulkner, and she brings it back into the backcourt on the dribble. Comes off on the left side now to Sechrist. Back it goes to Faulkner. Now to the right side. Back to Faulkner. Really moving the ball around that perimeter. Skip pass to the near side. Driving along the baseline. The ball is slipped away and taken away by Kandis Sauer. Let's go the other way with it. Off on the right side, Rhodes fires the three. No good, but she was fouled.
Yeah.
She'll get three off.
Yeah, she took a shot to the chin there, too, so she'll be at the free throw line as that foul was called on Hannah Wanemacher. That's her first. Third team foul against Triton with a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter, and Triton clinging to that 1 point lead, 10-9.
Mercedes Rhodes, a 5'7" freshman at the free throw line, leading scorer in the ball club. Free throw is up off the back of the iron, no good. She's averaging 13.1 points. I guess that makes her second leading scorer. Katelyn Sauer is averaging 13.2.
Well, and she's still looking for her first points tonight. She's had an incredible effort here in the first quarter, but hasn't gotten on the board yet.
Just a 47% free throw shooter, and she had 3 opportunities and misses the first 2.
Well, still, you make your third opportunity here, you tie the ball game up.
With a minute 30 remaining in the first quarter of play. Right-handed shooting freshman. A little frustrated with herself. Bounces the ball hard on the floor. Puts it up and good this time and ties it at 10.
Full court press here for Oregon Davis.
Long pass up court. Miller quickly across the timeline. Gives up the dribble. To the high post it goes. Oh, ball knocked away, taken away by Rhodes. Here we go the other way. The freshman takes it to the hoop, loses the handle, and it's taken away. Actually, it was a blocked shot. Turnover against the Cats. And the Trojans push it the other way. Shot is up, partially blocked and taken away. Another turnover by Triton. And here is Rhodes on the right side. To Katelyn.
With a minute left to go in the first quarter, it'll be interesting to see if Oregon Davis tries to play this for one.
Into the lane it goes. Shot on the glass, no good. Rebound comes off long to the Cats. Katelyn Sauer comes up with it. When was the last time you remember the Bobcats?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Here's a pass. Into the lane it goes. The stretch, the shot is up, no good. And they say that Worthington traveled this time.
Yeah, it took an extra step trying to split the defense.
Tried to do what she had done a moment ago and got the three-pointer. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. It's a 10-10 ball game. Pressure defense by the Cats, of course, and quickly across the timeline. There's a foul.
Yeah, that's going to go on Kandis Sauer. That'll be her second, trying to knock the ball away. Ended up getting a little bit too much arm. Still not a shooting situation, but with 32 seconds left, Triton has the ball out of bounds to the left of their own basket.
Katelyn Sauer is going to come out of the ball game. Sydney Williams is coming back in. They're going to take Rhodes out. Here is the inbounds pass into the right corner. It goes to Sechrist. Back on the wing, back to Sechrist. Out front it'll go now to Miller. Back to Sechrist for three. Won't go down. A rebound. Saved from going out of bounds by the Cats, but picked up by Triton. Underneath, Todd is on the glass. And good, nice effort there by Wanemacher.
10 seconds left. OD has a chance to get another shot in.
Down by 2. Here is the three by Sauer. Shot won't go. Rebound comes out of there to Triton, and they can't get a shot away as time runs out of the first quarter of play. The score: Triton 12, Oregon Davis 10. Let's pause for this.
Please support the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. They travel to Indianapolis to play Elkhart Central at Conseco Fieldhouse on January 27th. The game will be at 11:30.
Well, back here at Oregon Davis High School, a reminder that Knox Wanemacher Community Health Center encourages everyone to support our area high school athletes. Knox Wanemacher Community Health Center, keeping you well close to home in your community. Call them at 772-6030. Second quarter action. Oregon Davis with the ball, down by 2. Let's see if they can get that lead back. Here is Sauer for three. Off the back of the iron, no good. And the rebound is going to come out of there to Triton. Pulling it away, Wanemacher. Pushing it up court now quickly. Miller. Across the timeline to the near side. It'll go to Faulkner. Faulkner puts it on the floor. Now they reverse it back on the left side to Miller.
And Triton definitely trying to slow the pace down with this possession.
I think that's a good move on their part. It goes to the high post. Bounce pass to the baseline right. And now they pull it back into the backcourt to Sechrist. Off on the right side. Wanemacher. Sechrist out front. Top of the circle. Gives it off on the left to backcourt to Miller. Back now to Sechrist to the near side. It'll come to Faulkner. Double team. Gets it back to Sechrist. Top of the circle. Feeds it deep in the corner for the three-point attempt. That is good. Good patience. Wanemacher buries the triple and gives the Trojans a 5-point lead.
First three-pointer made by Triton so far in the ballgame. That might actually be their first three-point attempt. I don't think they attempted one in the first quarter.
Right. And here come the Cats on the attack now as Triton setting up in a zone.
Yeah, and Oregon Davis slowing things down here too.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's on purpose, though. Here's Williams bounce pass into the lane.
Nice.
The shot is up and good by Sam Young, who started the second quarter. The little senior gets it.
Yeah, and she did a nice job going up strong with the left hand to get her first bucket.
And now Triton can't get the ball inbounds against the pressure defense of the Cats.
Yeah, and Oregon Davis really starting to get into a groove defensively. And that time they're able to get the 5-second call. Not an easy thing to do.
Here's the inbounds pass to Kandis Sauer, to Katelyn Sauer. Gives it up. Back it goes to Kandis.
2-3 zone now by Triton.
Kandis on the outside. Back it goes in the corner. Way outside. They reverse it. Right side. To Williams.
Nice
pass. Pass into the lane, and the ball is stripped away and taken away by Triton. And now it's almost taken away by the Cats, but a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, and credit Hannah Wanemacher with getting the steal there for Triton. Sydney Williams called for her first foul for Oregon Davis. That's 4 team fouls now.
And here's the inbounds pass stolen away by the Cats, and a foul is going to be called on Triton. Williams comes up with the pick.
Yeah, she did a great job anticipating that pass, was able to get her first steal of the game, and that foul was called on Nicole Sechrist. That'll be her second foul and the 4th team foul against Triton.
Timeout is going to be called by the Trojans. Let's pause for this. Collision Auto Body Shop and Towing in North Judson is the place to take your vehicle for all of your body repair needs. Call them at 896-5539. Collision Auto, supporting local high school sports. Okay, 5:56 remaining in the second quarter of play. Triton leading Oregon Davis 15-12, but you can almost feel that momentum coming Oregon Davis's way.
Yeah, that's why I think this was an important timeout for Triton, because once OD gets in their groove, especially in the full court, I mean, they are a tough team to slow down. So I think that was a very strategic timeout by the Lady Trojans.
Williams will inbound it, gives it to Kandis Sauer on the right side to Katelyn. Back it goes to Williams, back to Katelyn, back to Williams. Fakes right, goes left. Brings it back in the backcourt on the dribble. Looking at that zone defense, pass into the lane. They bring it back outside now.
Yeah, Triton switching to a 1-2-2 defense now.
And here's a steal going the other way with it. And the easy two.
Yeah, Jaela
right
Faulkner doing a nice job getting the steal on the defensive end, turning it into points on the offensive end. Her first points of the ball game.
Lob pass into the corner it goes. Kandis Sauer to Katelyn. Free throw line extended on the right side. Katelyn brings it back into the backcourt on the dribble. And now Kandis has switched to the left corner. Off it comes now to Reece Danford. Back to Kandis. Skip pass to the far side it goes. Katelyn on the three-point line on the far side, brings it back around the horn on the dribble. And here's a ball taken away by Triton on the breakaway, and a score on the turnover.
Yeah, Miller getting the points there, but again, Jaela Faulkner getting her second steal, and Oregon Davis is going to turn it right back over as Sauer double dribbles. But got to give a lot of credit to Jaela Faulkner. 2 steals here in the second quarter, leading to Triton points. They now lead 19-12 with 4:45 left to go in the first half.
Danford and Williams are out. Rhodes and Worthington back in for the Lady Cats. And the Cats doing a little trapping on the far side. Now Triton attacking the basket at the other end. The shot is up, no good. Rebound shot is up and good. Rolled off the glass right there by Chelsea Johnson.
Yeah, her second rebound and her second field goal of the ball game.
And that makes it a 9-point lead for Triton. Here is Kandis Sauer.
Nice pass
in the lane. The shot is up, no good, but a foul is going to be called, and it's going to be called on Abigail Powell.
Yeah, that was a nice job there. Kandis Sauer making a great pass into Jayden Worthington, who did a good job of getting in position there in the post against that zone defense. That foul on Powell was her first, and the 5th team foul against Triton.
Sam Young comes out. Sydney Williams is back in. Young gave quality minutes right there. Here's a shot in the corner for 3 that will not go down. Rebound to Rhodes for OD on the weak side. She gets the return pass, and she fires a 3 and gets it.
Nice job there. Mercedes Rhodes getting her first 3-pointer after she got her 4th rebound of the game.
Her 14th triple of the year. Long pass up court. Here comes Miller attacking the basket at the other end. Shot won't go. Rebound to Williams. Here come the Cats on the run. Quickly across the timeline, bounce pass underneath. Here's a shot by Sauer that will not go, but she was fouled. Great feed there by Williams.
Yeah, fantastic job, Sydney, in the full court, getting the ball not only across the half-court line, but making the great pass on the inside. And that's going to create free throw opportunities here for Katelyn Sauer.
Katelyn, a 63% free throw shooter on the year, leading scorer on the team, averaging 13.2, but she can't get the first one.
That last foul was called on Powell. That was her second foul for Triton.
One more opportunity for Katelyn Sauer with her team down by 6. Can't get this one to go either, and the rebound comes out of there to Triton. Powell pulls it away. And quickly across the timeline, Faulkner, far side. They throw it away.
Yeah, and credit Oregon Davis. So this is something we don't talk enough about. They do a great job getting back in transition defensively, and that time it kind of forced Triton to get out of position, and that pass ends up flying out of bounds.
And here come the Cats on the attack. Rhodes out front with it. Bounce pass into the corner. They lob the pass to the baseline. Great effort by Worthington to keep it alive. Can't get the shot away, though. It goes back in the corner to Sauer. She brings it back out front now.
1-2-2 zone now by Triton.
Kandis to Katelyn in the corner. Back to Kandis out front. Comes into the near side to Rhodes. Penetrating. Drives underneath. Shot is knocked away and out of bounds off of Triton. Cat ball out of bounds. Right idea there by Rhodes, just couldn't complete.
Yeah, she saw the gap and exposed it, just wasn't able to hold on to the ball, but Oregon Davis maintains possession.
Here is Rhodes with it. Near side it comes to Katelyn. Now to Kandis. Deep in the left corner it goes to Williams. Back to Kandis in the backcourt. Top of the circle. Gives it off now to Rhodes. Gets the screen. Can't take advantage of it. Launches it in the corner now to Katelyn Sauer. Back out front on the dribble. Katelyn. Double team, wings it off to Rhodes for the three. That won't go down. Gets her own rebound, takes it right back up and scores. Great effort by the freshman.
Yeah, Rhodes misses the three-point opportunity but doesn't give up on the play. Gets her 5th rebound, and that leads to another bucket.
First thing you learn in basketball is to follow your shot, right?
Especially when you're not boxed out.
Yeah, here is a whistle and travel the other way. Oh, my.
Yeah, Wanemacher got the ball across the half-court line but got going a little bit too fast, and right away she was kicking herself because she knew she didn't establish a pivot foot, so she ends up turning the ball over.
She was triple teamed over there. In the corner, Rhodes fakes the three, drives in the lane, has it stripped away and taken away. We're going the other way with it now, driving hard. Here's a shot on the glass that will not go down. Rebound scramble for, comes up to Triton. On the right side now for the outside. Travel is going to be the call.
Yeah, Johnson got the ball about 16 feet away from the basket. She caught it and then stepped into the shot instead of stepping into it as she was catching it. So an unforced turnover against Triton.
Yeah, the 6'1" junior, that's not her shot right there.
At least on that possession it wasn't.
Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half of play. Into the corner it goes to Katelyn Sauer. Back into the backcourt to Williams. Williams to the near side. It goes to Kandis Sauer. Inside it goes. Travel is going to be the call there.
Yeah, Worthington got the ball in the high post and did a little hop into her post move. Ends up turning the ball right back over to Triton with 1:37 left to go in the first half.
Great defense at the baseline there by Triton. 21-17. Here we go. As Powell will inbound it.
Yep. And she ends up traveling with it as she was going to make the pass. And, you know, as we see so often, the defense shifted right at the last second, and she shuffled her feet. So an unforced turnover against Triton. Oregon Davis gets the ball back out of bounds in front of the Triton bench.
21-17 ball game. And the Cats have the ball. Into the corner it goes. Rhodes. Back it goes to Kandis. Bounce pass into the lane. The shot up. Good at one. Oh, my. Worthington with the left-hander, and she puts it high on the glass. It trickles in, and she draws the foul.
Yeah, great physical move there by Worthington as she's able to get her 4th field goal of the ball game. That foul was called on Chelsea Johnson, her 2nd, and the team's 7th.
Jayden, a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Puts it up and won't go. Rebound chased down by the Bobcats, though. Here is Rhodes open for three. Won't go. Rebound is going to come out of there to Johnson, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. Off of Triton?
Yeah, so Oregon Davis is going to get the ball back with 1:18 now remaining in the first half, so they have a chance to tie or take the lead here.
Rhodes will trigger to the left of the basket. Looking, launches it to Williams in the backcourt. Goes to Katelyn Sauer in the right backcourt. Back to Williams, trying to drive, takes it down the lane. Shot up and good, tough move. Ties the game at 21.
Yeah, in traffic with defenders all around her. Williams able to split the defense and knock down her first field goal.
Here comes Miller pushing it the other way. Kicks it outside for the three-point attempt. That is good. Oh.
Yeah, great job in transition there for Triton as Wanemacher knocks down her 2nd three-pointer.
Good reply there by Triton. Here it goes into the middle. Low ball knocked away.
Stolen by Faulkner. That's her 3rd steal of the game. And with 40 seconds left, Triton has the ball and a 3-point lead. Let's see if they try and play it for one.
Off on the left side. No, they take another three. Won't go down. Rebound to Williams as she is fouled.
Yeah, great job there. Once again, Sydney Williams going up, getting that rebound, her 3rd of the ball game. She is then fouled immediately by Jaela Faulkner. That's going to be the first foul on Faulkner, but the 8th team foul against Triton. So that's going to put Sydney Williams at the free throw line, where currently she's 0 for 1.
And checking back in for Oregon Davis is going to be Reece Danford. Kandis Sauer will get some rest just before the halves. And Williams at the free throw line, a 73% free throw shooter on the year. Oh, how they need these, and she gets the first one. Sydney averaging 5.2 points per game, but more importantly, 4.5 rebounds a game. I'll tell you, the stats for this Bobcat team are incredible. You got 5 players averaging in double figures. Second free throw trickles in for 24-23. Triton's lead down to a point. Here is the inbounds pass, bringing it up court quickly now. This is Miller taking it to the hole. Shot won't go. Rebound comes out of there to Worthington. Outlets it now to Sauer. Katelyn across the timeline.
Surprisingly, that was the first rebound of the first half for Worthington.
And here comes Williams with it. Ooh, might have got away with one. Goes off on the right side. Danford to Williams, driving down the lane. Ball knocked away. Comes out of there to the Cats, though. Worthington has it. They've got to hurry. Into the corner. Here's the three. Won't go as time runs out in the first half of play. With the score, Triton 24 and Oregon Davis 23. We've got ourselves a ball game. A lot to talk about on our halftime show, and that'll be coming up right after we pause for this.
Welcome to the Jim Dobson Halftime Show on K99.3. Here's Harold Welter.
Triton outscored Oregon Davis 12-10 in the first quarter. Then Oregon Davis outscored Triton 13-12 in the second quarter to trail by 1 at 24-23. One lead change in the ball game. Triton took the lead the last time at 8-1. 2 ties. The last tie came at 21. It's been the kind of game we expected it would be. Turnovers. Triton's turned it over 13 times. Oregon Davis has turned it over 10 times. So it's been just what we expected. Hard fought. I guess maybe one thing I didn't expect was that Triton would push the ball quite as much as they are.
You know, it was really impressive to see how diverse defensively Triton was in that first half. They changed their half-court defense up quite a bit, and I think that was a little bit of a shock to Oregon Davis. Not the fact that they ran different types of defenses in the half-court, but that they switched it up as much as they did. I think that was one of the curveballs that really played into Triton's favor in that first half. But, you know, the bottom line is with the score just a 1-point ball game at the half, both coaches right now in the locker room are saying, hey, it's 0-0. We've got 2 quarters left to go, and nobody has control of this game.
24-23, Triton by 1. We'll be back to take a look at the scoring rundown for that first half after this time. Back here at Oregon Davis High School with the Triton Lady Trojans leading the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats in a typical Triton-Oregon Davis matchup, 24-23. Let's take a look at the scoring rundown for that first half. What can you tell us, Nathan?
All right, first of all, for the Triton Lady Trojans and their 24 points, they were led in scoring by Hannah Wanemacher with 10 points. She was followed by Whytnie Miller with 8. After that, Chelsea Johnson had 4 points, and rounding out the scoring for Triton was Jaela Faulkner with 2. For the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats and their 23 points, they were led in scoring by Jayden Worthington, who had 8 points. She was followed by Mercedes Rhodes with 6. After that, Sydney Williams added 4 points, while Katelyn Sauer had 3. And rounding up the scoring for Oregon Davis was Samantha Young with 2 points. Rebounding-wise, Oregon Davis unofficially was led in rebounding by Mercedes Rhodes with 5 rebounds, while Triton was led by both Hannah Wanemacher and Chelsea Johnson, each with 4 rebounds apiece. Team steals, Triton had 5, while Oregon Davis had 4. For the Lady Trojans, Jaela Faulkner had 3 of the 5 team steals, while for Oregon Davis, they were led by Mercedes Rhodes, who had 2 of the team's 4. At the free throw line, Oregon Davis was 3 for 9 for 33%. Triton did not attempt a free throw in that entire first half. Made 3-pointers. Both teams knocked down 2. For Triton, both of their 3-pointers came from Hannah Wanemacher, while for Oregon Davis, Katelyn Sauer and Mercedes Rhodes each hit 1 apiece. So what does that mean? It means it's a 1-point game here at the half, and neither team is in control. Looking at the foul situation for both teams, neither team in extremely serious foul condition at the half. For Triton, you got Abigail Powell, Nicole Sechrist, and Chelsea Johnson, all with 2 fouls apiece. For Oregon Davis, Kandis Sauer is the only player with multiple fouls. OD only had 4 total fouls in that first half. That bodes very well for the Lady Cats in the second half, because we've seen them at times this season get into foul trouble early in the first half, and that really affected them the rest of the game.
And when you only have 7 players dressed,
right, you
really got to be concerned about that. But at least at this point in time, it is not a big concern. You know what I think we really bears mentioning here is the Cats have only 7 players dressed. One of them is Sam Young, a 5'7" senior, who honestly has not got a lot of playing time.
Well, and the thing is, what you can tell about Samantha is that she's been showing up to practice because she's been ready to play today.
She certainly has, and that's what I started to say. She gave some really quality minutes.
Yeah, and that's just, the mentality that the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats have had for, going on decades now. It's the next person up, as you had mentioned in that staff with all the illnesses and, a lot of teams run into injuries and all those kind of things. That's why you show up to practice every day. That's why you pay attention. When the coach is yelling and screaming, you're paying attention to what he or she is saying, and you're learning from it, so you are ready for these types of situations.
Well, and you and I talked about this before on the way over. The loss of a Jami Hurford, who is averaging almost 10 points a game, 2.5 rebounds a game, a couple of assists a game, shooting 72% from the free throw line. I mean, that's a quality loss, but it hurts Oregon Davis less than it might another team who loses a player like that, just for what you said, because they are used to practicing and being ready no matter what their status on the team.
Yeah, and, we also need to talk with both of these teams. They're both kind of on a roller coaster ride here throughout the course of the season as far as their win-loss records go. I mean, Oregon Davis had a section there of their schedule where they had won 4 in a row. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak, but prior to their last 6 games, I mean, they had 2 losses, a win, a loss, a win, 2 losses before their next win. So a lot of ups and downs for Oregon Davis, and the same thing can be said for Triton. Currently, in the last 4 games, they're 2-2. They lost 1, won 1, lost 1, won 1. So, both of these teams have been doing a lot of ups and downs with their schedule all year.
Second half action comes up after this timeout. Talk about the tough schedule that both of these teams play. Oregon Davis, their 7 losses, 3 of them came to 4A teams. Okay, second half action, and the Trojans have the ball and the lead as we start the second half. And here's a 3-point attempt that is in and out. No good. A rebound in the air comes out of there to the Trojans. They bring it back outside along the baseline. This is Miller. Can't get there. Launches the pass into the backcourt. Stolen away by Kandis Sauer. Drives underneath. Shot is blocked and comes off long to Faulkner, pushing it the other way. She has it stripped out. And
recovered by Triton.
Yeah. They put their shot up, no good. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound comes out of there to Williams. So each term with a team with a quick turnover here in the early going of the second half. Sauer to Rhodes. Sauer in the corner to Rhodes. Reverses it to Katelyn Sauer. Now to Rhodes. Now to Kandis Sauer. Looking. Back it comes to Rhodes. Rhodes, top of the circle, holds up the dribble. Bounce pass in the lane, and it goes inside for the shot that is up and good by Worthington.
Yeah, Jayden doing a nice job of establishing position in the post once again. We said that a bunch of times in the first half, and she was able to be physical, went up, a little bit of contact, not enough to draw the foul, but knocks down the field goal.
And here comes Triton going the other way with it. Bounce pass underneath. The shot is up and good. They get the lead right back.
Yeah, once again, Triton doing a nice job in transition, and that jumper by Johnson was her 3rd.
And here's Rhodes. Out front it goes. Kandis Sauer with a 3. Yeah!
No doubt. The second out left Kandis's hands. That was going in. She caught it in rhythm, didn't hesitate, and was able to knock down her first 3. And also, that's her first points of the ball game.
Her 21st 3 of the year. Here's the ball knocked away and stolen by the Cats. Let's go the other way with it.
And Oregon Davis really turning up the heat defensively here to start the second half.
I guess. Here is the launch of the pass in the backcourt to Rhodes. Back in the corner to Williams. It's knocked away and out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job that Whytnie Miller defensively for Triton was able to jump in the passing lanes and get that deflection. Still just a 2-point ball game with Oregon Davis now in the lead, 28-26, 5:49 left to go in the third quarter. Still a lot of basketball left to go.
I guess. Here we go. Into the corner, low post it goes. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. Worthington very smartly raised her hands as to indicate to the official, hey, I didn't touch it. The official bought it. Here's the inbounds pass to Worthington. To Kandis, back to Worthington, in the paint, takes it to the hole. Shot is blocked, saved from going out of bounds, but Rhodes comes up with it. She gets it off to Katelyn Sauer, now to Kandis, back to Katelyn, back to Kandis. Looking, back to Katelyn right side, back to Kandis.
Man, this is easy.
Bounce pass to the baseline. Rhodes kicks it outside to Williams, drives toward the middle, kicks it out to Sauer, over to Kandis Sauer. Back to Katelyn, fakes the three, drives into the lane, launches a shot hard off the glass. No, wow. Gets her own rebound. Here is Kandis with a three. Yes! Unbelievable.
Yeah, that might be a candidate for our play of the game right there. Kandis to her sister after getting that offensive rebound, and Oregon Davis now with a 31-26 lead.
And they force another turnover. Travel with that full court pressure defense.
Well, and you can really feel Oregon Davis picking up the momentum now. I mean, you know, it's one of those things, it's a positive snowball effect. So many times that snowball is used in a negative sense, but here things are snowballing in a good way for Oregon Davis.
Right. Here's a pass into the corner. Kandis now to Williams. Out front it goes to Rhodes. Back to Williams near side to Kandis into corner. Back it goes to Williams. Goes inside. Ball knocked away and taken away, though. And here comes Triton with it. Oh, over and back is going to be the call. Oh,
after Sechrist got her first steal of the ball game, they get the ball across half court, and then the pass goes right back to Sechrist, who had not passed half court yet. So an unforced turnover against Triton.
And here comes Katelyn Sauer with it. Fires the three. They leave her open. Shot won't go. Rebound comes off long to Triton. Pushing it the other way. This is Miller. Cross the timeline. Gives it up now to Sechrist. Back to Miller near side. High post it goes now to the low post out in the corner left side. Miller drives along the baseline.
Nice drive.
Puts it up and good.
Yeah, good aggressive move there. Whytnie Miller getting her fifth field goal of the ball game, just going aggressively along that baseline.
Kandis Sauer to Katelyn in the corner. Back to Kandis in the right backcourt. Back to Katelyn. Fakes the three. Skip pass to Williams. To the low post it goes. Rhodes backing in. Turnaround shot is knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, and she was kind of in there among the trees there. Didn't really have a legitimate opportunity of getting that field goal. I think she was anticipating a foul. Nevertheless, that went out of bounds off Triton, so Oregon Davis maintains possession.
Lob pass to Worthington in the paint. Shot won't go. Rebound is going to come out of there to Triton.
Johnson with her sixth rebound.
Pushing it the other way, this is Miller across the timeline, retreats back into the backcourt now. Back it goes to Miller in the right backcourt. Skip pass to the near side to Delanie Groves, who just came in the game to start this quarter, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Triton. Back to the lineup for the Cats is going to come Reece Danford, and she's going to replace Rhodes.
That ball was actually deflected out by Oregon Davis. Sydney Williams doing a nice job of shifting defensively and getting that deflection.
Back into the backcourt it comes now. Faulkner out front to Sechrist. Off on the right side now. They try to feed it in bounds, and the ball is knocked away, and it is off of Triton. Oh, great pressure defense over there, and Delanie Groves can't handle it.
Yeah, and Oregon Davis just daring Triton to go into that corner, and that's exactly what they did, and Oregon Davis collapsed down around it, and they're able to force the turnover.
5 turnovers by Triton here in this quarter. Into the corner it goes to Kandis. Now to Katelyn. Drives into the paint, brings it outside to Williams, fakes the three. Brings it on the dribble to the near side. Back it goes to Kandis. In nice low post it goes. Shot on the glasses up and good. Oh, my. Danford scores.
Yeah, the great pass there by Sauer as Reece gets her first field goal of the ball game, and Oregon Davis now leads 33-28.
And here comes Miller with it across the timeline. Gives it up now to Groves, a runner in the lane, misses everything. Air ball comes up to Kandis Sauer. They're going to push it the other way. Kandis quickly across the timeline, holds it up now. Still on the dribble, shovels it off now to Katelyn. Into the corner, Williams, low post it goes. Ball knocked away, and a foul is going to be called as Sechrist tried to deny the pass to Worthington, fouls her.
That's going to be the third foul on Nicole Sechrist, first player for either team with 3 fouls. And, this is what Oregon Davis wants in every single game. If it's close at the half, they continue to put on that pressure, that intensity, both ends of the floor. They force you to go faster than you'd like to, and then they start to stretch out that lead. That's what we're seeing right now.
Williams, and here's a 3. That is good by Katelyn Sauer from deep in the right corner.
Their second 3 of the game, and Triton wants to talk things over.
I guess. Time out on the floor with 2:18 remaining in the third quarter of play. 36-28 OD. Let's pause for this 30-second timeout.
This was for the Lady.
Yeah, if OD hangs on, that was our player of the game. Back here at Oregon Davis High School with 2:18 remaining in the third quarter of play. I'll tell you, it has been a wild game, as we always expect it to be when these two teams get together. Osborne Advantage Real Estate in North Judson is a proud supporter of high school sports and can handle all of your real estate transactions. Call them at 896-2567. Whether you're buying or selling, get the advantage of Osborne Advantage Real Estate.
Yeah, this really has been a game of a lot of ups and downs, but I think the more consistent play has been by Oregon Davis, and they're really starting to wear Triton down, I think.
So the Trojans, the inbounds pass, and a foul is going to be called as the Cats try to tie up.
Yeah, that foul's going to go on Sydney Williams. That'll be her second. Got a little bit too much of the arm there trying to go for the steal. Triton maintains possession. Just one team foul apiece for both Triton and Oregon Davis.
Faulkner inbounded against that full court pressure. Long pass up court. It goes to Sechrist across the timeline. She takes it to the hole and rolls it off the glass and scores.
Yeah, nice job pushing the ball down the floor. Sechrist gets her first points of the game.
Here is Sauer with another 3-point attempt. No good. A rebound comes out of there to the Cats. A scramble for it. Sauer in the lane. Shot is up and good. Great fighting rebound by Jayden Worthington. Keeps it alive, and she gets the assist to Sauer.
Yeah, Sauer's first two-point field goal of the game.
Long pass up court. Here is Miller with it across the timeline on the right side. Holds up a dribble now. They bring it back to the near side. Faking the 3 there is Wanemacher. They bring it back out front. Miller on the right side. Wanemacher in the lane, and a whistle, and she is fouled.
Yeah, I think that's going to go on Worthington, getting a little too physical there with the post defense. She gets called for the hand check. Just her first foul, though, and the the second team foul against Oregon Davis here in the second half.
Worthington comes out. Samantha Young checks back in for OD. As they launch it in the backcourt, runner in the lane, shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Triton, shot won't go. Rebound comes out of there to Williams, pushing it the other way for the Lady Cats, up by 8. She retreats now on the dribble. They want to get it set up. Ball is booted away and stolen. They say she didn't kick it. She just booted it, and
Wanemacher got her hand on the ball, gets her second steal of the game, and turns it into points at the other end.
Here is Sauer with it. Back to Kandis Sauer down the lane. Bounce pass underneath, and a foul is going to be called.
I'll tell you what, I have no idea how Kandis Sauer made that pass. I mean, that went through a couple of defenders there as she gets the ball inside, and Triton is called for the foul in the person of Nicole Sechrist. That's number 4 on her, so she's going to have to come out of the ball game. And Oregon Davis gets it out of bounds to the right of their own basket.
We were talking about the quality minutes that Sam Young is given, and she had posted up perfectly. Here is a pass in the corner for the 3. That is good.
Kandis Sauer knocking down her third three-pointer of the ball game, and that snowball's getting bigger and bigger in favor of Oregon Davis.
And they have a 9-point lead, their biggest of the night. The ball is knocked away and out of bounds by Oregon Davis with 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, that time Katelyn Sauer able to get in the passing lanes and get that deflection. So, it's really important here, I think, for Triton to end the third quarter on a positive note, getting the final points on the board. would really help them out going into the fourth.
2-on-1 break. They get it off on the left side for the shot that is up and good.
Nice aggressive move there by Chelsea Johnson, her fourth field goal of the game.
Here Sauer for another three. Shot won't go. Rebound to the Cats, though. Back out front it goes. And it goes to Katelyn. Now to Kandis. Directing some traffic. Bounce pass in the lane.
Nice.
Young puts it up. Can't get it to go. But again, she had posted up perfectly.
A rebound by Powell, and Triton can't get the ball away from underneath the basket.
Pushing it up the other way now. Here they come on the attack. Travel is going to be called.
Jaela Faulkner had the ball in the open floor. It's a 2-on-1 break, and she hesitated a little bit, ended up shuffling her feet. Now with 6 seconds left to go, Oregon Davis has plenty of time to get off a quality shot. Triton's not going to pressure them.
Yeah, 41-34 ball game. And here is Sauer. Katelyn probably passed up a three there. Here is Rhodes with a three. Won't go as time runs out in the third quarter of play with a score. Oregon Davis 41 and Triton 34. Let's pause for this 60-second timeout. Knox Wanemacher Community Health Center. Happy to be playing a part in bringing tonight's action your way. They encourage everyone to support our area high school athletes. Wanemacher Community Health Center, Knox, keeping you well, close to home in your community. Okay, fourth quarter action. Oregon Davis with the lead, the momentum, and the ball.
And Triton's going to stick with their 1-2-2 defense here in the half court, it looks like.
Pass to the baseline to Rhodes. That drive underneath. The shot is up, no good. A rebound comes out of there to a couple of people. Held ball. It'll be Triton ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Powell went up and got her third rebound of the game, but right away Sauer was able to tie her up, and a jump ball was the call.
Kandis Sauer showing that senior leadership that every coach talks about.
Well, and in the fourth quarter, in a close game, the little things are going to get magnified.
Yep, and the
Trojans stepped on the sideline over here. And
again, it was Sauer.
Yeah, she cut off the baseline and kind of threw off the flow of the Triton break. And Oregon Davis gets it back now with 7:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, and Oregon Davis still leading 41-34.
Kandis Sauer goes to Katelyn on the first side, puts it on the floor. Ball is booted out of bounds on the side by Triton. So it'll be Bobcat ball out of bounds in front of their own bench. Sauer to Sauer. Katelyn puts it on the floor. Gives it to Kandis in the corner. Back to Katelyn. She puts it on the floor. Wings it off on the left side to Rhodes along the baseline. Feeds it inside. Ball knocked away. A scramble for it. Held ball will be the call. And let's see, the officials, are they going to call a foul in there?
There might be a foul. I think one official has a foul, one has a jump ball, and I think the foul is going to be... No, they are going to say jump ball. Okay.
Okay.
Nice job by the officiating crew. They had the discussion, got the right call made, and Oregon Davis is going to maintain possession with the ball to the right of their own basket.
And here's the lob pass. Worthington in the lane. She walked with
it. Did a little hop, skip, and a jump before she went into her post move there. She's had so much success inside. I think every time she gets the ball on the block, her mentality has to be, I'm going to find a way to get a shot off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Full court pressure defense by Triton, and it's stolen away by the Cats again.
Katelyn Sauer.
Wow.
And OD's going to slow things down here, which I think is a good move for them. They're getting their half-court offense set. Work the clock a little bit. You got a 41-34 lead.
Here is Kandis. Pass to Worthington in the lane. Bounce pass underneath. The ball is stripped away. A scramble for it, and it'll be Triton ball out of bounds.
See, well, and they're going to give timeout to Triton, I think.
Ooh. Okay, timeout on the floor with 6:50 remaining.
Well, and this last possession here by Oregon Davis, that's a perfect example. Worthington got the ball in the post, and I think she was in position to go up strong, but she tried to dish it off to a teammate. I think at this point in the ball game, when she gets it inside cleanly, she's got to find a way to either draw the foul or get the shot off.
I would agree. 6:50 remaining in the ball game, and a reminder that Collision Auto Body Shop and Towing in North Judson is the place to take your vehicle for all of your body repair needs. Call them at 896-5539. Collision Auto, supporting local high school sport.
Well, you know, it's looking from a defensive standpoint like Oregon Davis is really going to improve their overall team average. Defensively, they've been giving up just under 60 points a game.
Yeah.
With 6:50 left to go here, Triton only has 34 on the board.
Point-wise, though, the Cats haven't come close to their 63.5-point offense.
Well, the nice thing is, though, as long as you put up one more point than the other team, it doesn't matter how many they score. But, defensively, I think that's where Oregon Davis's focus has been.
Here comes Miller taking it to the other end, puts it on the glass, no good. A rebound comes out of there to the Cats, and they're running the other way. Lob pass. It goes. Out front for the three that will not go down. Out of bounds it goes as Reece Danford can't get the triple to go.
Yeah, and Triton gets it back, but Oregon Davis is going to stick with their full-court press, which has been extremely effective, especially as the second half has progressed.
Inbounds pass goes to Faulkner. She brings it across the timeline. Gets bumped a little bit, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Katelyn Sauer.
Yeah, and on Sauer, that'll be her second foul, and the third team foul against Oregon Davis. So not a shooting situation for Triton just yet. They really need to start attacking the basket and getting to that free throw line. We haven't seen any free throws, I don't think, shot here in the second half. Yeah, Triton has not attempted a free throw all game.
Wow. Inbounds pass goes to Abigail Powell, who just came out of the game here in the fourth quarter.
Oregon Davis playing their 1-2-2 half-court zone defense.
Here's a three that will not drop, and a rebound comes off long to Kandis Sauer. Kandis quickly across the timeline with it now.
Nice.
Bounce pass underneath, shot up.
Yep.
Travel is going to be the call.
And again, Worthington got the ball in the post exactly where she wanted it, but she hopped into her shot before she put the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
So another unforced turnover against the Lady Bobcats.
And here come the Trojans. Ball knocked away. A scramble for it. And finally, they get it across the timeline. On the right side, the ball is knocked away and out of bounds by the Cats. No, it's safe from going out of bounds, but then picked off by the Cats and on the break. This is Katelyn Sauer and a great feed by Rhodes.
Yeah, and credit Mercedes Rhodes with getting that transition going. She got her third steal of the game and was able to get the assist on that as well.
Her lead back up to 9, and a foul is going to be called on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, and I think that's going to go on Rhodes as well. She was going for the you're trying to get the steal, but didn't get around the defender and ends up picking up the foul there. Still not a shooting situation for the Lady Trojans, and I think a little bit of confusion here as to who that foul was on. Yeah, they are going to change that. That's going to go on Katelyn Sauer. So, well, now they're putting, there's still confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhodes is going to be the one who, and I think Mercedes is coming over to plead her case, and she didn't realize that the official was calling for the other official, not for Mercedes. Yeah. So she comes away kind of laughing, thinking that the official was calling her over.
Jake Despot, the veteran now official.
So that foul is going to go on Mercedes Rhodes. That's going to be just her first foul.
Second team foul. Long pass up court. Miller on the break. 1-on-3 break. They bring it down the lane. The shot is on the glass and no good, and the foul is going to be called as Wanemacher takes it to the hole.
Yeah, and one thing that we're seeing a little bit different from this Triton team is they're a little bit hesitant in the full court. In the first half, we were seeing them go all the way to the basket, and here in the fourth quarter especially, we've really seen them kind of hesitate.
Yeah, Wanemacher at the free throw line, an 89% free throw shooter. She hits the first one, leading scorer in the team, averaging 11.6. If they're going to come back in this game, this has got to be the girl.
Well, here's the thing, though. That's their first free throw attempt in the entire game.
Wow.
They have not been able to get to the free throw line at all.
Well, they got the right person there. Yeah. An 89% free throw shooter. She hits them both. Cats lead down to 7. Still 5.5 minutes remaining as the Cats give it off to Rhodes, and she has it stripped away and taken away. We're going the other way with it now. Here's Miller, a short jumper, and good.
Yeah, nice job there, Whytnie Miller getting the steal and the points at the other end.
And here comes Sauer with it. Back in the backcourt it goes. Now in the lane.
Did it again.
Travel again on Worthington.
And she keeps getting the ball in perfect position. She has the right idea of going to the hoop with it, but she keeps hopping into the move before she puts the ball on the floor.
43-38 ball game. 5-point lead for the Bobcats, but the Trojans have the ball. Here we go the other way with it now. Sechrist across the timeline with it to the near side. Miller fakes the jumper at the baseline. Ball knocked away, but recovered by Triton, and held ball is going to be the call. It'll be Triton ball out of bounds, but great harassment there by the Lady Cats.
Yeah, and Oregon Davis doing a nice job of swarming every time Triton gets the ball in a corner or on the sideline. There's 2 or 3 defenders there for Oregon Davis trying to tie the ball up.
And bounce pass to Miller, back to Sechrist in the backcourt, back to Miller in the left backcourt. 4:45 remaining, still plenty of time. A 5-point Cat lead. Skip pass to the near side, it comes. Now they reverse it back deep in the right corner for the 3-point attempt. That is good.
That was Hannah Wanemacher knocking down her 3rd 3-pointer of the ball game. That pulls Triton to within 2, 43-41 with 4.5 left to go in the 4th.
That's her 29th triple of the year.
There you go.
In the lane, and Worthington takes it to the hoop this time. Shot won't go, and it's out of bounds to Triton.
Well, nice move there by Worthington. She got the ball and was able to put it on the ground in rhythm, take it up to the basket, but wasn't able to get the shot to fall.
4:22 remaining in the ball game, and now Triton has an opportunity to tie it up or maybe take the lead here. And here's that pressure defense, and travel is going to be called.
Well, you know, when you get the ball against Oregon Davis, every time you turn around, there's 3 defenders on you, but they only have 5 girls on the floor, and it feels like they have about 9 when they're in their full court press.
And, of course, Faulkner is a freshman, a good freshman, but still a freshman. I'll tell you some familiar names on that Triton roster right there. You got Groves, you got a Wanemacher, you got a Faulkner, you got a Hostrawser. Okay, Cats on the attack.
Well, yeah, the old saying is tradition never graduates, and apparently for these 2 teams, last names don't graduate either.
Here's a ball kicked away and out of bounds by Triton.
Seriously, every year you're looking at the same last names, and then you go down and the coaches are telling you, well, her youngest sister is in 4th grade right now. She's going to be the best. Just it never ends.
Here is Sauer. Katelyn Sauer, now a sophomore. They just talked about her when her older sisters were playing.
Yeah. And the foul is going to be called here on Triton. It's going to be a hand check, I believe. That's going to go on Jaela Faulkner. That'll be her 2nd foul and the 3rd team foul against Triton.
Here's the inbounds pass to Williams for Oregon Davis. Williams drives toward the lane, now brings it back into the backcourt. 3:40 remaining. With a 2-point Oregon Davis lead. And here is Sauer back to Williams. As Triton gone to that man-to-man. Skip pass into the backcourt. It goes to Katelyn Sauer. She backs away on the dribble. Triton now doing some trapping here. She splits the defense, comes off right side. Now to Williams in the right corner. Williams holds up her dribble, lofts it into the backcourt to Katelyn. Katelyn with 3:10 remaining in the ball game. Putting on a little dribbling exhibition. Looking for someone inside. Nope, nobody's going inside. Here is Williams. Back it goes to Katelyn Sauer. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. And here is a lob pass into the corner. Williams drives along the baseline. Gets it back now to Kandis Sauer to Katelyn. 2:45. Katelyn, they're going to try to trap her in the corner on the far side, and the backcourt goes to Rhodes, back to Katelyn Sauer. 2 players coming out to her, goes to Rhodes on the left side, the freshman on the dribble.
You know what's funny is I think both coaches in their mind right now are both thinking that this is playing to their favor, this possession right here. Yeah. I think Oregon Davis feels it's shortening the game down, and I think Triton feels like it's giving them a chance to catch their breath a little bit.
Yeah. Here is Kandis Sauer trying to drive, can't. Goes back to Katelyn. Man, I'll tell you, both of these teams are working about as hard as you could expect. Here's Kandis down the lane, and her shot is blocked and taken away with 2 minutes to go. Triton with the ball, and a whistle, and timeout is going to be called by Triton. That was just a possession maintaining timeout right there. We'll keep it right here with 1:56 remaining. No, it's a full timeout. That'll give us time to take this 30-second timeout.
There's no better time to buy or lease a brand new Chevrolet or Buick. Canby Chevrolet and Buick in Knox has employee pricing now on brand new Chevrolets and 20% off MSRP on brand new Buicks. Now is the time to trade your current vehicle, even if you owe money on it. The huge discounts off Chevrolets and Buicks may be enough to offset what you owe on your current vehicle. You may even be able to lower your monthly payment. Canby Chevrolet and Buick, 704 South Heaton Street in Knox.
What a ball game we're seeing here, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely lived up to the billing, and it's interesting that this is coming down really to defense for these two teams.
Yeah.
For teams that have had a lot of success offensively throughout the course of the year, really it's the team defense, especially for Triton, because they had a very long defensive series there as Oregon Davis was trying to work the clock down quite a bit, holding on to that 2-point lead, 43-41 here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be interesting to see how Triton handles this offensive possession. Of course, Oregon Davis is going to be sticking with their full court press.
Cats have a couple of fouls to give yet. Inbounds pass to Sechrist. Back it goes to Faulkner. Back to Sechrist. Back to Faulkner across the timeline.
They're going to slow things down, too.
Minute 45 remaining, and Triton down by 2.
And Oregon Davis is going to drop back into their 2-3 zone. They're going to allow Triton to be as patient as they want. And they're literally just standing now with the ball, trailing by 2, 43-41. This is interesting.
Yeah, it is. Minute 25 remaining. And Sechrist is just holding the ball.
Yeah, just has it at her hip, and Oregon Davis is going to let him stand there.
Yep.
Saying it's always better to be up 2 than down 2.
Okay, now they wing it off for the right side to Wanemacher. She's going to be the girl of the hour, I think.
And Oregon Davis bringing out the top part of their 2-3 zone, forcing Triton to move the ball a little bit.
Sechrist now to Wanemacher in the corner, back to Sechrist in the right backcourt. Now into the corner. Wanemacher, ball knocked away and stolen away by the Cats. Let's go the other way with it. And Williams gets it across the timeline. And
that was Katelyn Sauer getting her third steal there.
Wow. And Katelyn has the ball to Williams now in the right backcourt. Oregon Davis has all kinds of timeouts left. And they're going to take one now. No, a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, and it's not going to be a shooting situation. That's only going to be the 4th team foul against Triton as Hannah Wanemacher picks up her second.
They've got to foul 3 more times.
3 more times with 34 seconds left. So for Oregon Davis, this is all about playing keep away.
Back into the lineup comes Abigail Powell for Triton. And here's Williams to inbound it. And
a foul before the ball gets past inbounds, and that actually works in Triton's favor a little bit as Faulkner was able to commit the foul with no time taken off the clock. So that's going to be the 5th team foul. Triton now needs 2 fouls for Oregon Davis to be in a shooting situation.
Cats have all of their timeouts remaining. And man, fast, they're going to throw it away. With 33 seconds to go, let's go the other way with it.
Triton's got to go.
Sechrist across the timeline, holds up the dribble, slides it off of the right side now to Faulkner. Faulkner in the right backcourt, 20 seconds to go. Cats by 2. Sechrist right side, Wanemacher with a throw! Unbelievable! Now the Cats are down by a point. And here comes Williams driving underneath the roll.
They just let her go!
And time is going to run out. Or will it? The shot. Wow! It is no good. Unbelievable finish, and the Cats hang on to win it. Wow! 5-44.
And I'll tell you what, that's about as frantic of an ending to a basketball game as you could possibly ask for. We have 3 potential plays of the game in the last 25 seconds.
Oh, my.
Outstanding. And, we're going to spend this entire postgame, I think, talking about the defense by these two teams. The different strategies that went in, both in the full court and the half court, the players were ready. So you credit the coaches with doing a nice job of getting the teams ready defensively. But, man, you talk about two teams that came out and went toe-to-toe, punch for 4 quarters. This was outstanding basketball.
And who was it? Williams scored, right, for the win right there. Oh, my gosh. And, you know, to their credit, I mean, this is Bobcat basketball. They get down on the three-pointer by Wanemacher. They get down by a point with 13 and a half seconds to go. They have all of their timeouts remaining. Now, if I'm a coach, I'm calling it. I'm calling that timeout, and let's set up that last play. Not Terry Minix. Those kids know what to do.
Well, I mean, those timeouts are called in the summer. I mean, you know, that you point to the very rugged off-season schedule that Oregon Davis plays, where they're playing in tournaments all over the Midwest, all over the East Coast, and you know, it's for times like these where you don't have to call the timeouts. I mean, the girls have been doing nothing but playing basketball since they've been in high school, and you get down to moments like this, they just know what to do.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about on our post-game show, so don't go away. We'll have the statistical story, of course. We'll talk with both coaches. We'll have our play of the game. We'll have our player of the game. And we'll be wondering about this one for a long, long time. So don't go away. We'll be back with our post-game show right after this.
Looking to get your college education started? Can't afford to be treated as just a number? Well, you can't get lost at Ancilla College. Ancilla is committed to your success. With 600 students, just 14 per class on average, you truly get that personal attention. There's free tutoring in every subject area, professional faculty and staff who get to know you, beautiful new residence halls with large rooms, private bathrooms, free laundry, wireless everywhere, and more. Ancilla is a 2-year college, a place to start, to learn, and succeed. Earn a degree. For more information, go to ancilla.edu. That's ancilla.edu.
One name, 2 convenient locations adds up to a great deal for you. Braun Chevrolet Buick and Braun Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Wanemacher. When you're considering purchasing your next new car, minivan, SUV, full-size van, or pickup truck, visit one of the Braun dealerships for great selection, personal service, and big savings. One name, 2 convenient locations. Braun Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Braun Chevrolet Buick, both on US 35 South in Wanemacher.
Howard's Marathon in Wanemacher has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Wanemacher. Call 574-946-6894.
Welcome to the College Insurance Postgame Show. Once again, let's get back to Harold and Nathan Welter.
Well, Triton outscored Oregon Davis 12-10 in the first quarter, and then Oregon Davis outscored them 13-12 in the second quarter to trail by 1, 24-23 at the half. In the third quarter, Oregon Davis outscored the Trojans 18-10 to take a 7-point lead, 41-34 into the final stanza. And in that final stanza, the Triton Trojans outscore the Bobcats 10-4, but the Cats hang on for that 45-44 win. There were 6 lead changes in the ball game and 2 ties. The last lead change came with 5.1 seconds remaining when Sidney Williams scored that winning basket, what turned out to be the winning basket. Turnovers, problem for both teams. Oregon Davis, or rather Triton, turned it over 24 times. Oregon Davis turned it over 18 times. Each turned it over 5 times in the fourth quarter. And the Cats' last turnover that gave up the lead that they had was just a totally unforced turnover.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a steal. So at any rate, the Cats hang on to win it by a score of 45-44. We'll be back to take a look at the scoring rundown for tonight's ball game after this timeout.
College Insurance Agency in Knox is celebrating 25 years. Here's a few songs from 25 years ago that tells our story. You see, therefore, getting the right insurance will. Our goal is protecting your family, so don't
take a walk on the wild side.
With some cut rate insurance, from high risks, homes, golf carts, boats, to motorcycles, you can jump around. Knowing College Insurance Agency is working for you. At College Insurance Agency, we're and we appreciate your business. Call 772-6844.
Back here at Oregon Davis High School, wow, what a great ball game we saw, and what a wild finish we saw. And joining us right now is Terry Minix, head coach of the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats, and you didn't want anybody to leave early, is that it?
Yeah, I guess that's what it was. You stretch it out to a 9-point lead, and you start feeling good about yourself, understanding everything we got going on, and I think we kind of fell asleep a little bit, and we had some tired kids. When you're playing 7 kids, and 2 or 3 of them obviously didn't feel very well. Jayden was very, very sick. We usually don't take her out of the games much. She came out more tonight just because she wasn't feeling well. Same way with Mercedes. Mercedes wasn't feeling well and kept asking for rest. And, it was nice. Sam came in and, gave us did some nice things for us. And Reece, like we talked pregame, it's all about next man up. So,
yeah,
our 7, the Dirty 7 came in and did a nice job tonight.
I thought in particular Sam, who hasn't had a lot of playing time all year long, and she gave you some really quality minutes in each half.
Yes, she did. I mean, and we needed it, because of Jayden, not feeling very well. And I was real happy with the way Sam played. And, it's all about confidence. And, the kid, it's not a lack of effort out of her. Sam does a nice job. Like I say, she got a nice bucket. She was upset with herself when she missed that easy one towards the end of the game. But I was real happy with the way she played tonight. And like I say, all of them, for the most part, Katie was pretty tired. And we just got to be smarter. There's some things we did wrong tonight that, tried to explain to them, what we were supposed to be doing. We had Kandis wide open at the end, and Sydney just threw the ball to the wrong person. I said, I'll call the timeout if we need the timeout. I'm standing right next to her. And, just little things we just got to get better at and smarter at.
Ended up, you didn't take a timeout.
No. And
the whole game.
No. And that's our thing. I think our kids are, conditioned well enough. And the other thing is, people will say, well, why didn't you call a timeout at the end of the game, towards the end? Well, it's just one of them things. I don't like to give the other team an advantage of being able to say, I want them back on their heels. And we knew we'd already told them who was going to have the ball in their hands. It was going to be Katie or Sydney going to have the ball in their hands. And, they knew what we had to do, and they basically knew how much time was left on the clock and took it to the basket, and they would have been shooting free throws if they got fouled, if she didn't make the basket. So I'm not one of them that's going to call a timeout and let the other team, the coach set up a defense. This way you always get them back on your heels.
We were talking about that. You had that 9-point lead. It fades. They get the lead with 13.6 seconds left. And, I'm jumping up and down saying if I'm the coach, I'm calling one of those 5 timeouts that I've got left. But we were saying, and Nathan pointed out that, hey, those timeouts were called last summer.
That's exactly right. Nathan's exactly right. And that's the thing that, you're probably in the, whatever we had, our 12th or 13th game or whatever we're in right now, you probably can count as many timeouts as I've called on one hand. I think one of the advantages we have, Harold, is, we're very well conditioned, even with 7 players. I want, the other team winded. I don't want them rested. I want them, I don't want the coach to set up a certain defense. I want to get up and down the floor, and it worked for us. Obviously if it wouldn't have went in, we'd have lost. They'd be saying I'm a fool. But, when it works, it's, they're saying I'm most of the time a fool.
But the kids are great.
But the kids are great. No, I mean, it's another game tonight, Harold, that pretty balanced. I mean, if you look at our scoring, I kind of glanced over it. I mean, we don't have anybody that's just, going to just wow you. We got some nice players that understand what they're supposed to do. And, I mean, it was basically 10, 10, 9, 6, 6, whatever. But it was pretty balanced scoring for us. It just makes it tougher for them other teams to try to, focus on one person, and we got some nice shooters. Kandis hit some nice threes tonight, which was nice to see.
Yeah.
Katie started out, hit a couple. So all in all, it was a nice team win. Like I say, when you got some kids that's pretty sick, really wasn't feeling well. We had a garbage can behind the bench, and all in all, I thought they played the way we wanted them to. Despite the way they were feeling.
You coaches always like to talk about you need senior leadership, and I thought you got that in spades out of those two seniors tonight.
Almost definitely. I mean, Kandis is one of them that she's not only a vocal leader. Kandis is I'm going to go do it. I'm going to tell you where I've got to be. I'm going to dive on the floor. I'm going to do that. And Sam, off the bench, she's sitting there and she's yelling at him the whole time, telling him where to go. And then when she goes in, she was doing the things that she had to do and calling for the basketball and stuff. So when Jami was playing with us, Jami was the same way. We've had some great senior leadership, and right now, Jami's going to be giving us that senior leadership, from the bench and, trying to, get us better and, find that next person that's going to take her spot. So all in all, it was a very good team win. Like I say, I really think all of them that came in, Reece and all two of them that came in, Reece and Sam did a great job for us, and I was real happy with the way the kids performed.
Back on the road, you're going to be on the road for most of the rest of the season here, and it starts on Friday night at Lighthouse CPA over there in Gary. What do you know about CPA?
I know the Smith girl, the coach's daughter, is extremely good. We beat them here last year, and I mean, the girl can shoot from the 10-foot volleyball line. I mean, she's that good. She's going to be a tough match for anybody we try to put on her, and we may try probably a lot of different things just because the numbers we have, along with not knowing really how to guard her because she can go off the dribble. She's one of them kids. She's not strictly just a penetrator. I mean, she can hit it from coming across half court, or she can take it to the rack. So it's going to be a tough one for us.
Congratulations. Big win for you tonight.
Thank you, Harold. I appreciate you guys being here. Happy New Year to all you.
Mighty exciting, that's for sure. There's Terry Minix. He's the head coach of the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats after that big win that wasn't decided until less than 5 seconds to go in the game. And it was just one of those situations where who has the ball last, I guess. Adam Heckaman is joining us. He's the head coach of the Lady Trojans. In your estimation, what was the biggest difference in the ball game, Adam?
They have some experienced guards that understand situations a little better than we did. We hit that shot late, took the lead. We didn't have any timeouts left because we had to use them early on to save possessions. And our girls just didn't quite understand. We were ahead one, got out of position defensively. Their kid stepped up, made a heck of a play.
So this is one of those films that you show your players and say, this is what you got to do to recognize in a situation like this.
Yeah, we talk in the locker room, things we need to learn from. Just understanding the situation a little bit better in that aspect. Even situations before that, we talked in timeout. If we didn't score on that possession before, we needed to match up man-to-man and be ultra aggressive, go after the ball, and get some fouls in to try to get them to the free throw line. And I think we took a good 25, 30 seconds before we woke up and started to do that even. But I was proud of the girls. They started to hit some shots and got maybe 8-point lead or so somewhere in there. We battled back. We stayed calm. We didn't let that fluster us. In years past, that 8 points could have turned into 18 to 20 pretty quick. I thought we did a good job of rebounding from that and giving ourselves a chance.
The positive thing is just that is what you took out of the game, is your kids didn't quit down by 9, and you get the lead and have a chance to win it with 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just said, sometimes in the past couple of years that's turned into a 20-point, 30-point game pretty quick. I thought we responded once they went up 9. We got a couple buckets there, battled back, got a couple stops that we needed, and then just got the ball in the right places and made the shots that we needed to get back into it. We just came up a defensive possession short.
What do you have to work on now?
We have a lot to work on. We still have too many turnovers. Decision making. We got to get a little bit better at, because they're going to bring more and more pressure if we happen to play them again. They'll make adjustments to what we did against their press, so we're going to have to make some more adjustments there. And just try to make it so it's a little bit easier for our girls. It was tough at times, but OD does that to you.
You said in the pregame show, it doesn't matter what the records of these two teams are, it's always exciting.
Yes, it was a good one. We'll take that. We're happy with it. We would have been more happy with that win, but if we learn from it and we take that going forward, then it turns into a good thing.
Individually, who could you point to that you might have been particularly pleased with tonight?
Hannah Wanemacher found her shot again tonight, and I was happy with that. We worked a lot this week on understanding that if you make 2 or 3 easy passes, get the ball reversed, there's going to be some open shots. We just got to step up and hit them. And she did. She stepped up and hit the big ones that we needed to. I thought Whytnie Miller, I thought the girls did a very good job of using her athleticism to beat the press. We worked on press break to try to get it over top to her and let her chase it down, basically go 2-on-1. And she did a good job. She made some good decisions out of it. She's learned a lot this year. I'd like to continue to see her finish a few more of those. I felt we left some points out there. But she did a really good job of adjusting to what we needed her to do tonight. And I think that if we can continue to do that, we'll continue to get better moving forward.
I like your next matchup with Wanemacher. That's going to be a great ball game.
I hope it is. That's a big one for us with conference. Wanemacher's playing some good ball. They got some pretty good guards to shoot the ball. Quick. We're going to have to make sure we get out and find them. This was a good game for us to start kind of getting ready for that game.
Yeah.
They like to press. They like to put a lot of pressure on you. Hopefully we can take some things we learned from this game and carry that into Tuesday's game with Wanemacher.
Adam, thanks for stopping by and talking with us. Tough loss for you tonight, but better things on the horizon. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. There's Adam Heckaman. He is the head coach of the Triton Lady Trojans after a tough loss, 45-44 to the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats. Let's take a look at the scoring rundown for tonight's ball game. Nathan?
All right, once again, final score, Oregon Davis 45, Triton 44. Unofficial statistics for tonight's ball game scoring-wise. The Triton Lady Trojans were led in scoring by Hannah Wanemacher with 20 points. She was followed by Whytnie Miller with 12. After that, Chelsea Johnson chipped in 8 points, and rounding out the scoring for Triton was Jaela Faulkner along with Nicole Sechrist with 2 points apiece. For Oregon Davis, in their 45 points, they were led in scoring by Kandis Sauer, who had 11 points. She was followed by Jayden Worthington with 10. After that, Katelyn Sauer added 8 points, and she was followed by Mercedes Rhodes and Sydney Williams, each with 6 points apiece. Running out the scoring for Oregon Davis was Reece Danford, along with Samantha Young, each with 2 points apiece. Unofficial rebounding statistics, Triton out-rebounded Oregon Davis 23-22. Leading the way in that category for Triton was Chelsea Johnson with 7 rebounds. For Oregon Davis, they were led in rebounding by Mercedes Rhodes and Sydney Williams, each with 5 rebounds apiece. Team steals dead even between the two teams, each team with 9 steals. Triton was led in that category by Jaela Faulkner with 3 steals, while Oregon Davis was led by Katelyn Sauer and Mercedes Rhodes, each with 3 steals apiece. At the free throw line, Oregon Davis went 3 for 9 for 33%. Triton just 2 for 2 for 100% in the ballgame, and didn't get those first 2 free throw attempts until late in the game as well. Made 3-pointers. Oregon Davis knocked down 6, while Triton hit 4. For Oregon Davis, Kandis Sauer had 3 of their team's 6 threes, while all 4 of Triton's 3-pointers came from Hannah Wanemacher.
Whew. What a ball game we saw, as we expected to see whenever these two teams get together. And again, those losing records coming in mean nothing.
No, and if both teams had come in undefeated, it would have meant nothing. I mean, this is just what this rivalry is. It's what this matchup is. Both of these teams come in, they know what to expect, and it's just, who's going to find a way to squeak out one more point than the other team at the end of the game.
And this night, it was Oregon Davis. If they play a couple more times this year, which they could, it might be somebody.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back with that's going to do it for our Collins Insurance post-game show. We'll be back with the Stark County Co-op play of the game after this.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time now for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Now let's return to the voices of Sportsline Live, Harold and Nathan Welter.
Well, I don't think there's any surprise what the play of the game was with 5.1 seconds left, or maybe it was 4.9 seconds left. At any rate, Sidney Williams drives underneath, rolls that ball off the glass, and it goes in, and they come back from a deficit to a 1-point win, 45-44. Now, I had made notes on 4 other plays of the game, and I tell you, the one that we were all set to do was the Sauer to the 3-point bucket when Kandis hit that triple after a pass from her sister that opened it up to a 5-point lead, and that looked like it was going to be the big difference there as they built that lead to 9 before they gave it up.
Well, we were fortunate that this was one of those games where at halftime we could tell that it was pretty much going to come down to our play of the game was going to be in the last possession or close to the last possession. So that made our decision much, much easier today.
So that's our Stark County Co-op play of the game, and we'll be back with the player of the game after this timeout.
Service, professionalism, and expertise is what sets Stark County Co-op apart. Informed, dependable service for grain, seed, fertilizer, site-specific applications, chemicals, LP, and petroleum. It's our goal to provide area customers with the highest quality products and services available so you can profitably manage your operation. For 80 years, your co-op has been serving people just like you. Stark County Co-op at 2 locations in Hamlet and Brems.
The Catholic churches of the Kankakee Valley are happy to recognize the accomplishments of the young people of our area. Whether it's in the classroom or in the many extracurricular activities like sports or the fine arts, our young people are fashioning the future of God's world, and our Catholic family supports those efforts. The Catholic churches of the Kankakee Valley, including St. Thomas Aquinas in Knox and St. Cyril and Methodius in North Judson, open to, supportive of, and hopeful for the youth of our area.
Web printing and JT Shirt Shack and signs of all kinds in Wanemacher is where all of your printing needs can be met. Whether it's paper, garments, or signs, web printing is your full-service printing solution. So if you're in need of embroidered or screen-printed garments, tickets or programs for your event, or documents for your business, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack is the place to go. For the quickest service, best prices, and best quality, it's Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Wanemacher.
Time now for the 5-star player of the game.
It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson Sanpere High School, who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12, 2008. And we'll be back to tell you who earned the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now, that dedication means savings for you. Listen for the monthly meat sale with savings to fill your freezer and save. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game for tonight's game wears number 35 for the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats. She's the 5'5" senior, Kandis Sauer. Kandis scored 11 points all in the second half when her team really needed them. They trailed by a point at the half, and she scored all 11 of them in the second half. 3 threes among the points that she scored. She also had a couple of steals, but I think it was those 3-pointers that really got them rolling to build up that 9-point lead on 2 different occasions that made the biggest difference in the ball game.
Well, and she's definitely one of those kind of shooters. When she sees that first one go through, that just really builds the confidence for the rest of the time she's putting up 3-pointers, and for her to knock down those 3, and to do all of her scoring in the second half, and she had the other statistics throughout the course of the ball game that of course were important as well. But to come out in the second half in a game that you're trailing and to still get in double-digit scoring after having not scored in the entire first half, very impressive, and obviously a huge spark for the team in the most important quarters.
Yeah, and not only, she had 2 steals, but there were numerous times when she forced turnovers just with her aggressive play. One in particular late in the ball game on the sideline here, she just got in front of the girl and forced her out. And no, it didn't go down as a steal, but it was a turnover against Triton, and the Cats got the ball. And as we said earlier when we were talking with Terry, she showed that senior leadership that every coach is looking for. So for all of those reasons, number 35 for the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats, the 5'5" senior Kandis Sauer, is our Ashley Dirksen 5-star player of the game. I want to take this opportunity to thank our hosts here at Oregon Davis High School. It's always a pleasure to come here and sit in the skybox. So to Principal Tim Pletcher and, of course, Athletic Director Greg Eastock and Terry Minix and his staff and all the fine folks here at Oregon Davis appreciate their hospitality very, very much. Once again, the final score, the Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats 45, the Triton Lady Trojans 44. I'm Harold Welter for myself, and Nathan Welter, our engineer Alan Renz, and the entire WKVI Sports Center team. Thank you for joining us, and good night, everyone, from Oregon Davis High School. And until next time, remember, win or lose, to always keep the faith, fans.
I'm keeping the faith. Yeah, keeping the faith.
You've been listening to K99.3 Sports, your local sports leader. This game is brought to you in part by Lawrence Brothers Farms, 5-Star, Culver Portside Marina, Mark's Body Shop, Financial Partners, Kankakee Valley REMC, Canby Chevy Buick, Jim Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon, Coca-Cola Bottling of Plymouth, Ancilla College, Dairy Queen of Wanemacher, Good Oil, Stark County Co-op, Catholic Churches of Kankakee Valley, the Braun Automotive Group, Farm Fertilizers, McGrath Refrigeration, Jim Dobson Ford, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Bass Lake Pub and Ristorante, and Zingo Express.